Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night, good day. I'm going to start off here with a request from Abby in New Jersey. This is a new one called Call/Listen. Say hello, let me know you're watching from, see if this whole chat box action is working. You call, I listen, put away all your misgivings. You call, I listen, put away all your so-called reasons. Bad life since August, got caught up in this city circus. Tread lightly on your own floors. This house can't hold any more bitter encores. You better not stay too long, better not cause any fights. It's better if you don't mind. Better not cause any fights. Better not stay too long. Better not cause any fights. Better off on your own. Call, you listen. Put away all your so-called reasons. I call, you listen, you listen, you listen. You better not cause any fights. Better if we don't mind. Better not start any fires. You're better off on your own. Better not cause any fights. You better not try too hard. It's for Abby. Good evening to Mainz. Yeah, let me know where you're watching from, people of the world. I can actually make this little dog background go away now because I've worked some things out. Please share the video if you like what's happening. We're going to have a very special guest coming up after the next song. Put your requests in the request box because that's where they belong. I'm going to play one from the last album called All We Know. It's not as much as you like. It's more than enough. Thank you very much. Seed is being raised, the falling is crumbled. You can leave when you like. The holes in the doors haven't changed. You're fine, only finding them easily as sense. Your pride misleading notions. That's all we know. Caroline, hi, I see you, and I have your request coming up in a little bit. Quite excited though, because we had a little guest break last week, and you just had me for the afternoon. But this week we're going to be bringing in a special guest all the way from Montreal. This is Eve Parker Finley. Welcome, Eve. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
Pretty good. Yeah.
Sweet. Can I just say how much I love being able to play a show without having to leave my apartment?
Isn't it the best?
It's kind of amazing. My bed is literally just over there.
Everybody gets to completely live the dream.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that your apartment always looks like this.
Oh yeah, this is just my day lighting.
General vibes. Cool.
Yeah.
So nice to have you on here. Usually I ask the guests what they've been up to in the last little while, but I don't even need to ask you because
Why?
Because I see it through the Instagrams all the time. You spent lockdown shifting from becoming dreamy ambient chamber pop musician into TikTok comedian superstar.
I mean, I contain multitudes.
Yeah.
Like we all do.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean we'll get onto that in a little while, I guess, because you're here to play some music. I mean, maybe you're here to like also do some bits as well. That's a technical term, right? A bit.
Bits. Yeah. A bite. A bit.
A bite?
Yeah.
Is that like what they used to be, like, bits? I'm trying to make a computer joke here, but I don't know enough about computers.
Like they
to make
double
it
in
work.
size every year or something?
Yeah, something like that. Never mind.
We'll workshop that one and come back to it.
You're the comedian. I'm gonna just try and be the host guitarist person. But you also released an album. Was it even just? It was last week, right?
Yeah, it's hard to believe, but it was on Friday.
Yeah.
What day is today?
I don't know.
Wednesday. Yeah, the album came out. My album Chrysalia came out on Friday.
Amazing.
My first full album, and I'm so excited about it.
Cool. And are you gonna play something from said album? Is that
No.
No, just.
Yeah, I will. The
Free-rolling
last song
improv.
I'm gonna play is from the album.
Cool. So what
Yeah.
did you have in mind for starting?
Well,
for today?
speaking of like transitions and stuff, I wrote this song like in March,
Mhm.
which was, a hard time for us all.
Little
And
bit.
in
It's
my
still
life
March.
at that time,
It's still
yeah,
March.
a little bit. I was also working this really intense job at McGill, and I ended up having like a little bit of a burnout.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed to process what that meant and felt like, so I wrote this song, and it's called Anthem for a Burnt Out Girl.
Amazing. Eve Parker Finley, everybody.
I'm wandering through a place I've never been, full of strange objects, sights, feelings, shadows. I run my fingers through my hair and pull out a note. I run my tongue along the lines of scribbled writing. You've been here I roll the note into a bowl and dip it into wine. Swallow it whole down, buried from my belly. An echo, a voice. My voice. I've been here all
Only get the specialist treatment here. That was beautiful. That was so
Thank you.
incredible. What was that piece called?
That's called Anthem for a Burnt Out Girl.
Amazing.
that burnt out girl is me. Although not anymore. Thank God.
You're
Took a few.
unburnt
I'm
out.
unburnt. Yeah.
Nice.
Ready to be lit again.
So I did mention at the very start of our interview here how you've morphed into this TikTok megastar in the last what, like 2 or 3 months, like.
Yeah.
And am I right in thinking it wasn't necessarily an intentional move where like you kind of got on there to promote your musical project and it kind of took off from there?
I mean, yeah, I feel like I've always been interested in like in comedy, and I'm also very interested in like using social media to like connect with people and like do fun experiments and it as like a creative outlet. And so one day I've been like a TikTok lurker for a long time, just like watching funny videos and things. Yeah. And then after a while I was like, I want to try. And I had this date with this person, and it was a really mediocre date. And I just like got home and I was like, I need to process this. So I made a little like skit about it and posted it on TikTok and Instagram, and that was the beginning. That was the beginning of it, and like ever since I've made a bunch of videos.
Amazing. And
it's super fun.
Yeah, and it seems like it's kind of got to the point where you did a YouTube album release last week that was like part comedy show as well. And
yeah.
And there's a link in the video in the video description here actually to Eve's YouTube page, and if you look her up on Instagram, Eve Parker Finley, there's also you put a lot of things on there as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, the I definitely recommend people going and checking out the album release video, because it's just like, I don't know, I was just like completely transported into it. You're like playing all these different characters, and it took me like 3 seconds before I'm just like there and like actually kind of like seeing you in all of these different guises and just like being like, oh, those are different people. Like, yeah, totally. Completely carried away with it. So
my parents watched the show, and then afterwards they were like, wow, I can't believe how many people were in that. Like, it was just me.
You're like, you know about like social distancing restrictions. We're not allowed to have like lots of groups of people together to work on these things.
Yeah, but they didn't say you can't gather 6 of different versions of yourself in one room.
No.
So
did you actually? I like 5 minutes before this thing went live, I got like an alert on my phone from the Quebec government being like, no problems.
Yeah, look at us
doing this thing. Would you like to play us another piece?
I would.
Yes. I was hoping you'd say
so. This one's a bit. I actually decided like an hour ago to play it. Mm-hmm. It's pretty new. It's still like I'm still figuring it out, but I thought it would be cool because whereas the last song was my like before COVID feelings, this song was really born from the first like month of the lockdown. And in that first month I tried this thing where I would record these little like meditation songs, ambient songs mostly, and post them on the internet as like relaxation tools. And it was really fun to connect with people like that, and I think a bunch of people appreciated them. So this is one of the songs that is born from that project.
Awesome.
It doesn't have a name. Yes, it does. It's called Forest Meditation.
Forest Meditation.
Thank you.
I think this is the best thing about getting to like guest on a stream as opposed to just do your own stream, is that you get someone to like actually applaud.
Yeah.
I think
It's
it makes
nice.
it makes a difference.
I miss. Yeah, we all miss playing for people in the room, but it is also cool to connect with people, everyone watching.
Yeah, and we're getting some all kinds of like clappy hands and
Sweet.
stars and beautiful and gorgeous and amazing. And if anyone has any questions,
Yeah, I love questions.
fire them into the chat. Fire them with your keyboard gun. I don't know. Yes, I actually I was telling you about this yesterday, I think, but I sort of started my own little alternate streaming world thing this week of live streaming jigsaw puzzles with ambient music in the background, because I just do that in the winter anyway. And I did it the other day, and like some people watched for like an hour and a half, which kind of
it's so
surprised
relaxing.
me.
I tuned in for a second. It's so relaxing.
Trying to engage with the world of Twitch on its own terms. So I'm only going to do those on Twitch. So people should go over there if that's what they want. And I posted a little comment in the chat as well. Like each week, 50% of donations go to the guest artist. The link is there in the chat. Any donations are greatly appreciated. This is entirely listener supported. So I thank you. We thank you. We thank you, the people of the world. Yeah, and what's in store for the next little bit? I mean, I know you're going to keep on comedying and keep on musicking, but any sort of like specific.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep on comedying. I'm going to keep doing all the things that I do, which is some weird combination of like short form comedy, long form comedy, and like very peaceful music.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my album came out. I mean, I'm working on some music videos, hopefully for the next few months, but with COVID, like that's a little difficult. Although we have a really interesting collaborative music video idea emerging, but it's very much in its infancy.
Cool. And we can see your album right there in the background.
Did I?
You left it there?
I didn't even know I left that there. Wow, it's just such a coincidence.
What a coincidence. And I've kind of said it as the background for this thing as well as the album artwork. And if people want to get hold of the physical copy, I believe you've sold out of the vinyl, but you're pressing some more. Is that
yes?
Correct?
So I made a really small batch of vinyl, and they did sell out. Yes. But I am gonna make more in January, so happy to take orders for those now. But I also made a small run of CDs, a small run of tapes, and something I'm really excited about is I made a 10-page like art zine that has a different collage, like full page picture per song.
Okay.
And it's all kind of in the style of the album cover, which I also did the art for. So if people want like a physical manifestation of the album that isn't something you put into a thing to play, you can also get the zines.
Nice.
All those are available off my Bandcamp, which is just eveparkerfinley.bandcamp.com.
And the link is in the bio. I was going to say bio. The link is in the
bio.
video description. Go and find it, people. And you're going to play something from that to... You promised us at the start. You're going to play something from that as your final piece.
So this song is Alone Together, and it's the second song on the album. It's definitely one of my favorites. And let's do it.
Let's do it. Eve Parker Finley, everybody.
Thank you.
The crowd didn't know if he'd finished or not. They weren't sure, so that's why they were a little delayed there.
It's okay. It's all good. Thank you so much for having me. This was so fun.
It is such a pleasure, and yeah, I don't know, like maybe we can do this again sometime. Like I feel like
Anytime.
I'm gonna be doing this forever, so I would be so delighted to have you back. Everyone can find your stuff in the links in the video. Eve Parker Finley on all of the internet
All the
things,
places.
whatever new media we come across in the next little while. But yeah, it's been a pleasure, and yeah, just mention that Abby mentioned that as soon as you started playing, it started snowing. So in New Jersey.
Amazing.
Not even in Montreal. I mean, it's been
Wow.
snowing this whole time in Montreal, I think. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on, and we'll see you sometime in the future, I guess. I hope. So say goodbye
sure.
to Eve, everybody.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye. That's Eve Parker Finley, everybody. What a treat. Yeah, the album is really magnificent, so go check it out. The links are in the bio, and it's up on Spotify, etc., etc. So yeah, go dig it up and have a listen. I saw that Caroline was in the chat before. She requested a cover a while back, so I'm gonna get onto that. But I'm gonna play one of Cedric. We start things on time here. I can't believe it. Yeah, I'm gonna play one of mine called Grace, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of Annie Lennox. Of course, this is Grace.
On my way, I never act so calmly in the face of the wreckage that you wrote. Storm obtained, the copper beach, the couch is still. We tell ourselves that nothing ever changed so much. I see it all, the grace that you hold. You send me out in the cold, oh, to a cold tub, as much as you'd ever hold. Is it enough? As the infinite sin never cast a storm before you. All of us are fickle and unmoored. At least you're not all the things you're not. Could there be anything that you would rather hear less? I see it all, the grace that you stole. You send me out in the cold, oh, to a cold tub, as much as you'd ever hold. You send me out, you send me out in the cold. It's not enough.
That's Grace. How's everybody doing anyway? I don't know if... How's everybody doing? I can talk. Yeah, but how is everybody doing? It's nice to have a mild bit of at least hopeful news in the last couple of days with those first vaccines getting delivered in the UK. Though I got to say, they kind of like... It was a bit of a missed opportunity public relations wise. I saw that the second person that got the vaccine in the UK was called William Shakespeare. Like, I mean, if that's part of the plan anyway, why not just make him the first one, you know? I don't think the first person who got it would have minded waiting like 20 seconds just so that you can have the first person who has the vaccine be called William Shakespeare. I'm going to do an old Annie Lennox song from the early 90s. I think it's the early 90s anyway, and it's called Why, and it's for Caroline. But yeah, put any extra requests you might have in there. Vancouver, nice.
How many times do I have to try to tell you that I'm sorry for the things I've done? But when I start to try to tell you, that's when you have to tell me, hey, this sort of trouble's only just begun. I told myself too many times, why don't you ever learn to keep your big mouth shut? That's why it hurts so much to hear the words that keep on falling from your mouth, falling from your mouth, falling from your mouth. Tell me why. Why? I may be mad, I may be blind, I may be viciously unkind, but I can still read what you're thinking. And I've heard it said too many times that we'd be better off besides. Why can't you see this boat is sinking, this boat is sinking, this boat is sinking? Let's go down to the water's edge, or we can cast away those downs. Some things are better left unsaid, but they still turn me inside out. Turn me inside out. Turn me inside out. Tell me why. Why? This is the book I never read. This is the path I'll never tread. This is the... Damn it. This is the path I'll never tread. These are the words I never said. These are the dreams I'll dream instead. No, it's gone. It's gone. This is the... What a buzzkill. This is the joy that's seldom spread. These are the tears we shed. This is the fear, this is the dread. These are the contents of my head. These are the years that we have spent, and this is what they represent. And this is how I feel. Do you know how I feel? 'Cause I don't think you know what I feel. I don't think you know, I don't think you know what I feel. Why? Tell me why. Got there in the end. Here's an old one called Rest Your Bones. Caught out at last, to the shame of everyone. Your mindless pursuits brought to fall. Now say what you will, you went on so innocent. You reel me and I will rail you out as well. Thin white folds somehow cuts through all of this. The joy and the trauma pass. In chimes a voice brings you back inside yourself. It speaks truth till you're blue, repeats it. It's been too long, 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 it's been too long. Too long, it's been too long, it's been too long. You're brought up in safety beside cacophony and picking the sense from the background noise. When sadness of fear brings you underground again, and surely you will find it there. Rest your bones in this hole. We'll come back for you. We promise we will not leave you here. Rest your bones. That's Rest Your Bones for Darian and Cedric. Yeah, thank you so much everyone for tuning in as always. For those who aren't regulars, we do this every week at the same exact time. This is week 31, believe it or not. I can't even do the maths to figure out how many months that is. It's many months. And yeah, the first song that I played for anyone who caught it today was a new one, and but there's a few people who on here that do have access to it because I do this subscription thing that you can find the link to in the text of the video itself. I'm just going to show you here. Like if you go over here, this was a couple of weeks ago with our good friend Justin Carras playing his lovely harp. But if you go down here and go to like the support button here and hit that, then one of the options here is to go with the Bandcamp subscription. And
there's like a monthly donation thing, and you get access to like the whole back catalogue, but also new tracks every month. So there's like all of this stuff, like some improv, some demos, some Spanish songs, some soundtrack pieces. So yeah, do that. And also, if you're on YouTube and you haven't already subscribed, do that. And then when you do, click the little bell so that you get notifications. I don't know where that thing is. I'm on the wrong thing. Anyway, information for the day. I got a request in there during the text for Forgotten, so I'm going to do that one. That's another one from the same album as Rest Your Bones. Philippe, you're late. Eve's already played. Honestly, these tardy Montreal types. But yeah, this one's for my brother. He requested it in the comments. This is called Forgotten from the first album. But yeah, if people have more requests, jam them in there. Originals or covers, I'm up for whatevs.
You've not forgotten. Take a shot, breathe in space, slide and slide, sealed away. Come outwards, smooth and gray. Take a shot, look around, look around. Cold hands full on my aching ears. I've not forgotten. You've not forgotten. Words, bonds, and anything I won't hear. I've not forgotten. You've not forgotten. Clay souls trapped behind walls and doors. I've not forgotten. You've not forgotten. Suspect for your respite, no way you would recognize an opening for a fight. You're missing your chance to find these steps to find a new design to pull you around to see your side. But you can fight you will fight, you will fight on. 'Cause you can't last. Cold hands full on my aching ears. I've not forgotten. You've not forgotten. Clay
And then I got a request in for folds. This is true, Caroline. With the streaming shows, they really actually start at the time that they're supposed to. I mean, it'd be really crap. There's no bar at YouTube that you can go and get a drink while you're waiting for the opening act to start. I'm going to do 2 more after this, so get your requests in while you still can. This is called Folds. You climb up this fleshy frame, hands and feet are fixed, stretching up above me. This man-made shoulder wide, ladders broken sides. The wind rose, I lost my step, cushioning my back, the sands that came to greet me. The fallen ranked and filed, away with all the wherewithal. And when you touch the sun, remember what it's for. The heat pulling sweat from your pores. It's in their eyes and shoulders, cushioning your lives in folders. 'Cause even if you pushed it forwards, we've got it wrong. It still is a shineless night, weightless in the folds of wings and silent feathers. It still will push over, as breathless as the day we came. And when you touch the sun, remember what it's for. The heat pulling sweat from your pores. See it in their eyes and shoulders, cushioning your lies in folders. 'Cause even if you pushed it forwards, we've got it Folds. Do I have? Sometimes I get requests to play happy stuff, just to break it up a little bit. So I'm going to do something a little cheerier. Merci, Darianne. But yeah, I wasn't actually kidding about the Twitch jigsaw puzzling. So as for all of these other things I've mentioned, there is a link to the Twitch page if you're not watching on Twitch in the video description. And yeah, I'll probably do some like late night puzzling. And there's some videos actually from when I've done that in the past. This is a Pixie song. See if I remember how this works. I say this most weeks, but I miss sound engineers. This is for all the sound engineers out there.
Your head will collapse like there's nothing in it. You ask yourself, say, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Way out on the water, see it swimming. Animals were hiding behind the rock, except the little fish. If you talk to me, try to talk to me, koi koi. Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Way out on the waters. Pixies. Little Pixies. What did I miss? What did I miss? Yeah, I'm gonna do one more here. I think I saw a request for Don't Mind, so I'm gonna play that unless anyone has any final requests. Thanks again so much for everyone who's just tuned in every week. It means a lot. Thanks especially to those folks who have sent over donations. The link is in the video description. Do this every week. Guests most weeks. 3 p.m. Montreal time. Subscribe if you didn't already. Gonna finish with one from the last album called Don't Mind. The other way around. Strong words your deeds. Tell me what a friend should be. Go again, roll the dice. Show me where my heart should be. Never mind if we see the day when it comes. Surely waits, one lights, and is it too late? Lift the cup, lift the plate, if you don't mind, if you don't mind, if you don't mind, if you don't mind. Big wounds in short lives, don't mind me why I'm saying goodnight, but you can't tell what comes out of my mouth. Was it reason pearls, or was it turpentine? But you don't mind, but you don't mind, but you don't mind, but you don't mind, you don't mind, but you don't mind, but you don't mind, but you don't mind. Thank you very much. That was Don't Mind. Thanks so much to Eve Parker Finley, my guest from today. There's links to her stuff in the video description. It's been a treat, as it always is, and I hope to see you back here next week. That is it. Ta-ta.